Jesup. Jesup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jesup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jesup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jesup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jesup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jesup.
This is a special announcement. As a good neighbor in this community, Republic Services of Georgia is proposing changes to Wayne County officials. Their Good Neighbor plan calls for no future disposal of coal ash at Broadhurst Landfill in exchange for rate adjustments to residential waste collection, commercial waste collection, and landfill tipping fees. It's a win-win for everyone. Tell your Wayne County officials that you support this Good Neighbor plan today.
Save thousands over the life of your car loan with 0% financing on 2017 F-150s, plus $1,000 trade-in assistance at Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear. No fake deals here. It's our summer savings event, and it won't last. Stop the search. Call Mike Butch.
0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
WIFO FM Big Dog Country, 8 o'clock. It is time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Brought to you today by Republic Services, Murphy's Builder Supply, Mike Birch Ford, and Jesup Premium Storage. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Jonathan. Again, in the studios with us is Jim Poindexter at the VFW. And, Jim, I'm sure you got plenty of information you want to tell us about.
Yeah, I originally was scheduled to come in and talk only about upcoming event, Prisoner of War Missing in Action Day, but since Monday being the observance of 9/11, Patriot Day, and of course we were all a little bit busy with Mother Nature at that time, I wanted to talk a little bit about Patriot Day as well. 16 years ago, there's a lot of young people out there that were not even born when this event took place, and it's a national day of observance, and so I just wanted to sort of highlight that day, and since we were unable to have any of our special events, but on that day, nearly 3,000 people died, and it was the biggest act of terrorism ever on the United States soil. And of those nearly 3,000, 414 first responders died. But what a lot of people don't realize is those that were injured, and on that day, there were over 60,000, between 60 and 70,000 responders that were exposed to highly toxic dust from the wreckage of the towers. Over 2,000 first responders were injured during that time period. Over 2,500 rescue workers have developed cancer since that day. And over 1,400 responders have died from health complications stemming from their work at Ground Zero. And it's just important, I think, for families, especially with their young children, to let them know about this. And I'm sure the schools may have had programs on this too. But again, this year we were sort of busy with other events. But take a few minutes to stop and think back about this day and talk to your family members. And I think most of us remember exactly where we were on that day when that first plane struck. But just sort of highlight the sequence of events that day. At 8:46 a.m. on September 11, 2001, hijackers crashed Flight 11 into floors 93 through 99 of the World Trade Center North Tower. At 9:03 a.m., hijackers crashed United Airlines Flight 175 into floors 77 to 85 of the World Trade Center South Tower. At 9:37, hijackers crashed American's Flight 77 into the Pentagon near Washington, D.C. And at 9:59, the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed. After learning of the other attacks, passengers on Flight 93 launched a counterattack on their aircraft, on their airline, and they were trying to seize control. And in response, the hijackers crashed the plane into an empty field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. And then at 10:28, the World Trade Center North Tower collapsed. So this day is a very important day, and it's an annual observance, and it's a very important day in our history, and we should never forget what happened on that day. So I just wanted to sort of highlight the sequence of events and the things that were going on during that time period, and for the people, especially since we were unable to have any of the events that were scheduled. Now, coming up this Friday, and it's is National Prisoner of War Missing in Action Recognition Day. Every year, POW MIA Day falls on the third Friday in September. And so this week we had both events scheduled. And a lot of people don't realize how many people are still unaccounted for from previous wars. In World War II, over 73,000 Americans remain unaccounted for from World War II. From the Korean War, over 7,800 Americans still remain unaccounted for. In Vietnam, more than 1,600 Americans still remain unaccounted for. And then there are still a few that are unaccounted for from the beginning of the Gulf Wars through today. But Friday, the 15th of September, is National POW MIA Recognition Day, and we're going to be holding a little service and a balloon release at the VFW at 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon. I'd like to invite everybody to come out and participate. In doing a lot of the research, I found out some information about our Georgia veterans. And during World War II, there are still over 1,000 Georgia veterans that remain unaccounted for. From Korean War, 37 remain unaccounted for. From Vietnam, there are 11 Georgia veterans that are still unaccounted for. One of those was from Ludowici. We didn't have any that I could find that were from Wayne County, but there was one from Long County. And last year, we had at our event, we had some very special guests. There were some folks that right here in Wayne County whose family members were prisoners of war. And Miss Carabeth Highsmith, I think everybody knows her and remembers, and her husband, Troy Highsmith, was a POW during World War II, and she came out to our event last year and participated in it. And so we hope that everybody will come out this Friday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon at the VFW, which is right behind the farmers market, and join us in our service, that short service and a balloon release. So, and that's about everything that I've got this morning.
We have this thing, speaking of Veterans of Foreign War, I don't know if you've seen this story, but Veterans of Foreign War is post 83, 85 in Kingsland is going to host a 30th, September 30th ceremony anniversary pins to Georgia veterans who served during the Vietnam War. You familiar with this?
I have heard.
Says those who qualify will receive the Defense Department's commemorative lapel pin and a state certificate to honor recognizing their military service during the war. Says it's never the wrong time to say thank you to the veteran, and this is essentially true for so many Vietnam War veterans who were never properly thanked when they returned home. From Mike Roby, Commissioner of the Georgia Department of Veterans Services. Roby says he hopes his department will eventually confer the pin and certificate on every Georgia veteran who served during the war. Any Georgia veteran who served between June 1st of 1954 and May 15th of 1975, including those who served in country or in other capacities, is qualified to receive their certificate. Georgia Department of Veterans Services created the certificate program in partnership with the Governor's Office. Each certificate bears the veteran's name, rank, branch, and dates of service over the state seal, and includes the Defense Department's partner logo. Again, Governor Nathan Deal assigns each of the certificates. Since March of 2015, more than 18,500 certificates have been issued, 14,800 of which have been presented in nearly 270 presentations around the state of Georgia. And again, they state if you wish to participate, you can contact the Georgia Department of Veterans Services by mail or by phone number. They state the number is 404, or this is a fax number, sorry, 404-656-7006. Ceremony is going to take place on Friday, September 30th at 2 p.m. at the VFW Post in Kingsland, Georgia at 150 North Camden Woods Road. Deadline to register for the pin ceremony is September the 15th. More information about the program and other veteran benefits is available at www.veterans.georgia.gov. So again, a special ceremony down there in Kingsland on September 30th for all Vietnam War veterans.
Yes.
Sounds like a special event.
The folks down at Kingsland had talked to us about this, and of course the Georgia Department of Veterans Services has, and there have been several cities and that have done this in there for their own community and everything. So we're going to be looking into having some, because a lot of the people cannot travel down to Kingsland.
Right. So just wanted to make sure people knew about that ceremony.
Yeah.
And again,
and of course that falls at a very appropriate time, because on September the 29th, the National Veterans of Foreign Wars was established 118 years ago. So the VFW has a birthday coming up here at the end of the month.
Yes, this commemorates the 50th anniversary of the war. So.
Of the end of the war, right. So.
Okay, anything else, Jim?
That's just about it.
Okay, we'll be back with more of the Butch and Bob Show after this timeout.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
This is a special announcement. As a good neighbor in this community, Republic Services of Georgia is proposing changes to Wayne County officials. Their Good Neighbor plan calls for no future disposal of coal ash at Broadhurst Landfill in exchange for rate adjustments to residential waste collection, commercial waste collection, and landfill tipping fees. It's a win-win for everyone. Tell your Wayne County officials that you support this Good Neighbor plan today.
Paul and the crew at Paul Thigpen Chevrolet want to make it a September to remember.
Folks, we got 4 blocks of wonderful deals going on down here at PTC.
Right now, get 0% for 72 months. 2017 Tahoe, Suburban, Impala LT, Sonic LS, and Spark LS. Paul Thigpen Chevrolet in Vidalia. Online at paulthigpenchevy.com. Find new roads to Paul Thigpen Chevrolet.
You ain't getting a deal from Paul. You ain't getting a deal at all.
Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Stop creditor harassment today. Stop the worry of a pending repossession, garnishment, or foreclosure. Contact the Bankruptcy Group, Attorney R. Flake Cabinet, for an experienced assessment of your financial situation. They have locations in Brunswick, Hazelhurst, and now Jesup. They are a debt relief agency. They help people file for bankruptcy relief. Contact legal assistant Tanya Blanton at 912-375-5620. 375-5620 to set up your free consultation. Let the Bankruptcy Group do the worrying for you. Now serving Jesup.
At 8:12 here at WIFO FM, it's the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Murphy's Builder Supply, Republic Services, Mike Birch, Ford and Blackshear, and Jesup Premium Storage. The fleet is out there working hard, and they do ask, don't go up to them and ask them, when's it going to be fixed? Right. When's it going to be? Because every delay just slows down the process, and then they have to pick up from where it's just like at your job. When you get those interruptions, it just completely breaks your flow.
I said they cut it in half yesterday. They're hoping to get everybody online by today. So that's the goal of the power companies. Again, blood drive set for today. It is a go at Wayne Memorial Hospital. Again, a very important blood drive. Again, 11 to 5 p.m. at the hospital. Right outside the hospital, the blood mobile. Again, if you have a chance to give the gift of life a pint of blood, they ask you please do so. Again, walk-ins are welcome. A lot of people already registered early. So again, that's taking place today from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, all Wayne County schools closed today, closed tomorrow, Teacher Day on Friday. So keep that in mind. Also, they want to remind students that they're going to provide lunches to the students at Wayne County High School beginning tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. 11:30 to 1:30 at 2 locations, Martha Ross Smith Elementary and James E. Bacon Elementary. Again, that is for all students in Wayne County, no charge. Those lunches will be provided beginning tomorrow and Friday here in Wayne County. Also, again, we mentioned the charter school pretty much damaged. They're going to have a meeting on Monday at the Tech Center to organize and try to look for a alternate location for the charter school, as that building was completely... If you go by and see it, it's not a pretty sight. So just amazing how much damage was done.
That's the kind of thing that you might be better to just start over as opposed to try and repair. But I mean, you got to think of water damage in there. That roof, just the whole thing got sheared off. It's just.
Like I said, once they peeled the roof off with all the rain that they got, they said there's about 2 to 3 inches of water inside that building. So again, they got to look for an alternate location for the Charters High School here in Wayne County. So, and trying to make sure we get all the information. Again, the football game is a go for Friday. Again, a lot of people spreading rumors about that game being canceled. It has not been canceled. The game is on for Friday. Both schools have stated they'll play it Friday in Baxley, 7:30 p.m., Wayne County, Appling County. Again, that is a go for Friday. So
border war.
So we'll have the coaches show at 6 to 6:30 and start the pregame show at 6:45 from the stadium and get ready for the big game between Wayne County, Appling County, looking to go 4-0 on the campaign, or the Wayne County Yellow Jackets. Again, we didn't win 4 games all last year. Got a chance to win 4 games in 4 weeks here in this season. So, as we mentioned many times, light years ahead of where we were last year. Program's in great shape, and everybody's excited about the football season.
Yeah, we were talking during one of the breaks that that game with Brunswick will be one that will be an asterisk by it, because it's going to be like the Georgia Tech. It'll be disputed. The number of wins was that one, whatever year it was that a lot of Georgia players, I think, went off to World War II, was it? And Georgia Tech had pretty much a full team in that one. There's a game that Georgia doesn't recognize as a win that Tech does somewhere.
I told that story to several people. Coach Cribb called Thursday, told us it was a forfeit. We reported it was a forfeit. Got bombarded by calls from Glenn County saying that's not the case. Call for clarification to Coach Ken Cribb. Asked him what's the difference between a forfeited game and a canceled game or a postponed game. And he said emphatically it's a forfeit when you are asked to come on Thursday and you fail to show up, and you're asked to come on Friday and you fail to show up. When you fail to show up, that is called a forfeit.
Yep,
so Georgia High School Association has it listed as a 2-0 forfeit, and it's a 3-0 start for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets.
Why is it 2 instead of just 1?
They give you 1 point for each half.
Okay. I guess.
They listed as a 2-0. If you look at the Georgia High School website and the scores from last week, you will see it. Wayne County 2, Brunswick 0, winner, chicken dinner, 3-0 start.
We'll take them any way we can get them.
So anybody in Glenn County has anything to say about that, I suggest you call the school and talk to Coach Ken Cribb. Because as we say many times, we just don't make the news, we just reports the news.
Well, I thought when news broke, you fix it.
Well, I'm telling you, Coach Ken Cribb gave me the information, and we report the information. Yes. And that's the report that we got, that they begged them to come on Thursday, play at 5 o'clock. They would not come. School said they couldn't come last Friday, so they didn't show up either time. So it's listed as a forfeit on behalf of the Brunswick Pirates to Wayne County. Final score, Wayne County 2, Pirates 0, Wayne County 3-0 to start the 2017 campaign. Again, I'll mark it. I said it many times all during summer. Say it again, October 27th is the day you want to be at the stadium, Wayne County, Ware County, for the region championship. Should be a great game. Georgia-Florida weekend. It's going to be a wild weekend. Hopefully we'll have better weather than we've had the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and put a lid on the world-famous Butch and Bob show on a Wednesday morning, 8:19 here at FM 105.5.
Jesup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jesup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jesup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jesup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jesup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jesup.
Mike Butch Ford and Blackshear honors military and first responders by giving additional bonus cash on all new Ford models, plus 0% financing for 72 months on nearly every new car. Stop the surge. Call Mike Butch or at MikeBurchFord.com.
0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Welcome to Smart Physical Therapy. My name is Garrett Pye. I'm a physical therapist with 11 years of experience in advanced manual therapy skills, and I have been recently certified in dry needling. Dry needling is a form of treatment that completely relieves those chronic trigger points and stiffness in your joints. Please call me anytime at 559-2071. My door is always open for a free consultation to help you decide which route you need to take to get your life back. Always remember, it's your choice on which facility you choose, so please call me, Garrett Pye, here at Smart Physical Therapy, and let's work as a team to address your goal. My number again is 559-2071.
Do you have a toothache or an issue that you need looked at, or you're just looking for a new dental home? Come to Midway Family Dental, where we're more than happy to fix that smile or maintain those pearly whites just for you. We focus on dentures, Invisalign, teeth whitening, extractions, root canals, and most importantly, your checkups. So please come by Midway Family Dental, where our patients are like family. Call 912-880-2288 or stop by 1718 North Coastal Highway in Midway. We look forward to hearing from you.
At 8:20, WIFO FM Big Dog Country. Blood drive on today, 11 until 5, in the Bloodmobile parked outside the entrance to the cafe at Wayne Memorial Hospital. And the cafe is open to the public today. You got that text in.
Yes, we did.
So that's good news. Good news. Get back to eating. There's only so many Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs directly out of the can one man can eat. Yeah. I'm gonna next time this happens, I'm gonna take you out and see if we can just get some nice fresh fruits and some little cheeses and some crackers and.
I'm telling you, Piggly Wiggly, man. I had it going on Sunday. All the water you wanted, all the food you wanted. Great to have
I see that their sign. Their sign.
Grocery store here in Wayne County.
I see their sign took a hit again, or did they take it down in preparation of?
I don't know. Didn't ask that question. I was too busy buying food.
Yeah, their sign is not up.
Thanks to Ashley Thompson and those guys down there at Piggly Wiggly. Like I said, they had plenty of water, plenty of food Sunday morning.
It's funny how the things that get hit, like the lid, the peak at KFC, how it just landed perfectly in the parking lot, in a parking space. It's amazing. The whole how surgical the winds can be. And like you said, you're talking about those boats, the one in the middle. Oh. So power crews are out there working. We got about half of it knocked out yesterday. Going to try and get the other half knocked out today. Of course, I'm sure there'll be some little odds and ends that need to be tied up, but the trucks are out there, a huge fleet of trucks working. And they ask that you do not interrupt their workflow. Just let them do their job. Be patient. It will get done. Anything else that we need to cover?
I believe we covered it, Jonathan. I can't think of anything else. I say we mentioned the blood drive is on as scheduled, and the power company's working nonstop trying to get everybody. Again, some businesses still closed due to them not having power, but hopefully they're all back by tomorrow or Friday. Hopefully by Monday, everything will get back to normal. But again, the big issue in Wayne County has been the rain and the amount of water they've got on these county roads. And that's why the school's not going to be open tomorrow for students, because a lot of those roads are just washed out and buses just can't get to those roads.
Right.
So, talked to the power company. It hasn't been as bad this time to get people back on, because they said most of the transformers didn't blow. I mean, last time apparently a lot of transformers blew. This time it's just been about power lines, and they said those are easier to get repaired. It's when the transformers blow that they have more difficult time, but apparently a lot of those did not blow this time, so that's good news. But the water and the amount of rain we got, I think what they said, 11 to 12 inches of rain during that 24-hour period with the hurricane. So that has been the big issue here in Wayne County.
All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show this morning brought to you by Republic Services, Murphy's Builders Supply, Mike Birch, Ford and Blackshear, and Jesup Premium Storage. Good morning from WIFO at 8:24.
Irma's gone, but the danger's not. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Just when you think, you made it through the storm and whatnot, you got to be, ready for anything. You got to be cautious.
Cautious, especially using a generator. He's a neighbor of the family in Orlando that had one inside their home yesterday, one of millions that